Next stop on the NRSL Mello Yello Series brings us to Charlotte Motor Speedway, Charlotte, North Carolina, is where we're at here today. It's the running of the CarQuest Auto Parts 300 as we're set for 40 laps of action here today on this mile-and-a-half racetrack under the lights here at Charlotte. And what a race it's going to be here today. It's going to be that way for today's race, and it's also going to be that way for 40 laps, I should say, also in the Castrol GTX Cup Series for the running of the NASCAR on Speed Steve Burns 500. So, with all that said here today, here we have, the top 2 points contenders, just like it was last week at Dover, start on the pole on the front row for today's event. And this time on the pole for today's race is Jessica Shelton, number 94, the New Holland Ford. She's on the pole. Alongside of her is Kyle Matthews, car 44, the Shell Pontiac. Row 2 has Luis Hernandez in car 36. He's on the outside of the second row. On the inside will be Dougie Shears in car 23, the Stacker 2 Chevrolet. Third row is Emmanuel Hartnett, cars 00, the Aquafresh Pontiac, and Trace Williams in the 29 Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Chevrolet. Row 4 has Kev Sheeran, car 14, the Navy Chevrolet. Beside him will be Nick Gunther, car 20, the GameStop Toyota, the winner of the season at California. Row 5, Jordan Anderson, the MBNA Pontiac, car number 18. And Nick Baxter, 63, the Lysol Pontiac. Row number 6 has Cole Deaver and the Nella Wafers Chevrolet. He'll be alongside Chris Dallerton in car 32, the Kleenex Chevrolet. Next row down has Daniel Olson in car 72, the Detroit Gasket Chevrolet. And car number 7, Benjamin Miles in the Geico Chevrolet, the winner of the season at Daytona. Next row down has Zachary Fitzwater in car 45, the Sprint Spree Chevrolet. Flanking him outside would be Paul Minnick in car 10, the Nesquik Chevrolet. Next row down is Charles Sanford in car 74, the Finalube Chevrolet. And beside him will be Dylan Young in car 38, the Great Clips Toyota. Next row down has car 62, the South Point Hotel and Casino Chevrolet. It is Joshua Sakuli, and beside him will be Andrew Perry in car 66, the Duraflame Dodge. Next row down, Phil Parker, car 17, the DeWalt Tools Chevrolet. And Joshua Osborne in car 60, the Winn-Dixie Ford. Next row down has car 43, Michael Turner in the bumper-to-bumper auto value Toyota, looking for the Charlotte sweep this season. He'll be alongside JT Bryant, car number 1, the DeWalt Tools Chevrolet. Next row down, Jonathan Zorlin in car 33, the Ream Chevrolet. Flanking him outside would be Jesse Turner in car 34, the Gould's Pump Chevrolet. Next row down has car number 89, Quentin Moore in the Racing for Jesus Chevrolet. He'll have this car next season, by the way. Outside of him will be John Arndt in the Delphi Chevrolet, car number 5. Then it's Matt Haas in car 37, the Timberwolf Pontiac, and flanking him outside will be Dunlap Pratt in car 99, the Energy Machine Toyota. Then it's Chelsea Bowles in car 12, the Verizon Wireless Chevrolet, or Verizon Wireless Dodge, excuse me, and Zach Flickinger in the AC Delco Chevy, car number 2. Next row down is Andrew Davis in car 87, the Bell's Mobility Chevrolet. Outside of him will be Matt McIntyre in the Amoco Ultimate Pontiac, car 93. Then it's Ryan George in car 24, the Pepsi Chevrolet, and outside of him will be Johnny Gardner in car 22, the Discount Tires Dodge. Next row down will be car 13, Joshua Coward in the Mark 1 Chevrolet, or Mark 1 Ford, excuse me. And the Castrol GTX Chevrolet car 27, it's William Brock on the outside in the Casey Atwood colors. Starting scratch on the field finally is Chris Dodd in car 88, the Navy Chevrolet. He has the caboose and the train. So the field's about to get set for green flag racing here for 40 laps of action here. Same amount of laps we'll have for the Cup race as well to make this race shorter than the 600. So here we go. And here's the command to fire them up.
Drivers, start your engines.
As the field gets set for their pace lap here today's event. Now let me explain to you what the next race of the season is going to be. It's going to be at Rougemont at a track called Orange County Speedway, one of the old school bush tracks on the circuit. Now it's going to be a dual race. It's going to be a Texas Pete Sausage 300 dual race. Now what that's going to be, it's going to be 2 races basically in one. Since that track only holds 23 cars, now I want to race this track. What that dual race is going to be, it's going to be top 20 in points here going into that event. Will be in the first Pete Sausage 300 race. And the bottom 19 in the points will have their own race. So that way everybody earns points. And so in some ways it's going to be 2 races in one. So this is that'll be races number I think 28 and 29, I think. I'm not so sure, to be honest here. But anyway, that way you'll have 2 winners in one race. That's going to be the weird part. And second of all, but the main thing is everybody's going to have points towards the race. So that way everybody will have an equal number of races under their belts. So that's going to be the what's what on the Texas Pete Sausage 300 race. So that I won't have any time to explain the whole thing to you for that event. But we do during the place live in Charlotte. And just in time, because we're going to have the green flag race. Green flag is going to be out right here for the CarQuest 300. And here we go. Jessica Shelton leads them down. Kyle Matthews is in second position. Thirds. Here. Then Dougie Shears, Luis Hernandez, and Emmanuel Hartnett. That's the starting 5. Matthews and Shelton will both have in-car cameras in today's event, along with Joshua Osborne will have the 3rd camera in today's event. Matthews goes up the racetrack here, and here comes Dougie Shears inside for second position as they come off turn number 4. And Emmanuel Hartnett's going to make a 3 wide here as here comes Hartnett. Looking a little racy here in the turn number 1 they go here in the Aquafresh Pontiac, and he's got it. He'll take second. Shears will go to 3rd, and here comes Cab Shearer, who always runs good here at Charlotte. There he is in the Navy Chevrolet, number 14. He's got Jordan Anderson and Cole Deaver right behind him in the 3 car. And Jessica Shelton taking off there on taking off on the field here. Matthews dropping back a little bit. And he'll fall back, and he'll fall in between Nick Baxter and Paul Minnick as they come off turn number 4, or turn number 2 rather. Michael Turner diving inside. He man who won the first time he was at Charlotte this season. He'll dive underneath Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzwater up on the high side. Paul, and here comes one of the real surprises this season, as we said there. Here, rookie Phil Parker in the 17 machine, the DeWalt Tools Chevy. Been very, very impressive this season as they come off turn number 4. Nick Gunther trying to go up underneath him in the 20 machine, the man who won at California Speedway this season. Parker right now rides in 12th position, Gunther in 13th. Matt Haas in 14th position as he gets by Zachary Fitzwater for position. And Joshua Collard, who started back in the 36th, started back I think in the 37th position. He's really worked his way up to the field nicely. Up from 37th to the 16th position goes Collard, the man who won in Atlanta this season. Driving the car he calls Jenny Joe, the Jennifer Jo Cobb machine. He's driving. Matt McIntyre making his way through the field. Here's Joshua Osborne, the 60 machine. On board Joshua Osborne's car. He rides in 20th position as he goes underneath Joshua Collard. Whoa, that was close right there. 3 wide racing. Scattered all over the place there. He's now right behind Matt McIntyre in the 93 Amoco Ultimate Pontiac. Underneath McIntyre he goes. Off turn number 4 they come. Osborne trying to muscle his way through the field here as they go down to turn number 1. Right down that white line he goes. And at number 60, Winn-Dixie Ford Thunderbird. Osborne's got one of 2 Thunderbirds in the field, as a matter of fact. He and Jessica Shelton, who leads the race right now. But here comes Andrew Perry in the 66 Duraflame Dodge. 2004 Intrepid model. This is what he's driving here as they come off turn number 4. Perry up to the 13th position. Chelsea Bowles in the 14th spot. That's 2 of Johnny Gardner's drivers in the field. And Kev Shearer is now sliding his way back to the field here. Osborne throws the block on Emmanuel Hartnett. And here comes Ryan George. That's one of Kev's drivers in the field. And in fact, he passes Kev for position. And now John Arndt and Jesse Turner hooked up to the field right there. And look at 3 wide, 3 rows deep. Oh my goodness. My God, if that would have been the battle for the win here, that would have been epic. But nonetheless, though, John Arndt takes position away here as he goes by JT Bryant in the 1 machine. And there is Johnny Gardner. Speaking of him, they're running ahead of Chris Stowerton in the 32 machine. And Cole Deaver in the 3 car here as one of 2. There he is, Cole Deaver. That's one of the 2 paint schemes he's going to have next season. The Nella Wafers Nutter Butter machine and also the Oreo scheme he's going to have next season as well. The AC Delco scheme will just move to the B pillar of the car. And meantime, a change for the lead. Kyle Matthews now goes to the front. But Shelton says no way as they go down to the 3rd and 4th turns now. And just like it was at Dover, the last stop of the tour, these truly has been 2 of the top drivers this season, Matthews and Shelton. You remember it's Kyle Matthews who won that battle at Dover for his 5th of the season. Shelton has 3 this season right now. And you're on board Jessica Shelton's car as she tries to take the lead back from Matthews. In the turn 3, side by side. They go. Shelton will take the lead. Nick Baxter right now rides 3rd in the 63 car, and he'll go inside of Matthews for position as well. Michael Turner is making his way through the field here. So is Andrew Davis, Paul Minnick, Jordan Anderson in the 18 car. Zorlin up through the field. Chris Dodd in car 88. He started dead last in the field. He's worked his way through the field now in the 88 Navy Chevy. And 3 wide off turn number 4 between Dodd, Minnick, and Zorlin. And Zorlin just a meat and a sandwich right there in the 33 car as Gunther tries to go up underneath him. And 2 of the guys that were stuck up in the high side of the field here, Phil Parker and Joshua Osborne. Well, they're working their way through the field right now. On board again, Joshua Osborne's car. Now you see just up ahead right there, Chelsea Bowles and Nick Gunther. And there's the battle for the lead right there. Matthews about to go for the lead again on Shelton. You're seeing it from Osborne's point of view, as Kyle Matthews will take the lead once again from Jessica Shelton. All this at over 100. Look at the speed right there, 196 miles an hour around Charlotte. These cars are going to be real fast for the Cup cars when we have the NASCAR on Speed 500. Osborne had to back up the roll just a little bit right there, and Osborne going up underneath Phil Parker for position. Here comes, and now he closes it up on Nick Baxter in the 63 car. Here's now Michael Turner has the 3rd position. Nope, make that Jordan Anderson with the 3rd spot now with Andrew Davis going 4th. Single file formation for now. They're through the 1st and 2nd turns. On board now, Kyle Matthews' car. Matthews in his Pontiac, Shelton in her Ford. And now from the rear bumper cam of Matthews' machine here as he inches ahead of Shelton, but Shelton fighting back on the outside of the racetrack. Side by side. Matthews pulls back ahead right there. Shelton's got the bike come off turn number 4, and she keeps second from Andrew Davis in 87. And meantime, a mess right there. Chelsea Bowles make their way through the field right now in that 12 car. Anderson up in the high side, so is Chris Stott, and now here comes Nick Baxter and Joshua Osborne. Osborne with 2 wins this season, coming at Road America and that controversial finish at Bristol in the night race over there. And Chelsea Bowles trying to make her way through the field in the 12 car. The Verizon Wireless Dodge goes up underneath the 43 of Michael Turner to come down turn number 2. And another driver working his way through the field, Emmanuel Hartnett in the 00, the winner of the race at Myrtle Beach. And whoa, Anderson and Zorland so close to the off turn number 4, I should say. Zorland keeps position at the moment. And now Zach Flickinger joins in on the fun as well. The 2 car, the 20 of Gunther, the 66 of Perry, the 24 of Ryan George. Johnny Gardner, 22, one of the Gardner Motorsports teams. Not been as good a year as he had hoped for in that number 22 ride. That's the 2010 Brad Keselowski scheme he's in. Phil Parker right there behind him in the 17 car. Gotta like those sounds of those cars around Charlotte Motor Speedway. Johnny Gardner and Phil Parker battling it out. That's for 15th position. Luis Hernandez now begins to roll in the inside lane. Inside of Michael Turner takes position. Now balls back in behind the 63 of Nick Baxter. 63 and 63 backwards. 36. Running right there together, and both Pontiacs for that fact as well. And Joshua Osborne continuing to move through the field at 60 machine. He now rides 4th. Right there behind Andrew Davis in 87, and still the lead, and still Shelton and Matthews are going at it again there for the lead. Still going at it, I should say, rather. And we're already down to 15 laps to go in that number in the CarQuest Auto Parts 300. On board, Jessica Shelton's car. And from Kyle Matthews' car, dueling in-car cameras in this event. Look at the average speed here, almost 193 miles an hour on average on this lap. Matthews takes a dive up underneath here, trying to get up underneath Shelton. And here comes the battle for the 3rd position. Osborne inside of Andrew Davis. Trying the inside lane on Osborne in a 63 in a 60 machine. Now you got in-car cars top 3 at the moment here. Osborne in 3rd position. And here, Luis Hernandez riding in 4th spot in the 36 car. Yeah, he's having a great run here today. Chris Dalton falling back in the 32 machine as he has now dropped to the last position at the moment. There's that Zachary Fitzwater, Talladega winner, and Daniel Olson. That's for the Cup and the truck teams are going to be at this weekend, the weekend of the Rougemont event. The Cup and truck teams will be at Talladega Super Speedway for Amp Energy Racing Weekend. It's going to be Amp Energy 200. It's going to be Amp Energy 250 for the trucks, and it's going to be the Die Hard 500 for the Cup cars. Jesse Turner and Ryan George trying to battle their way through the field here as well. The laps are clicking off. We're down to 10 laps to go. Trace Williams inside of Zach Flickinger. That's for position. Matt Haas, William Brock in 27. Dougie Shears, who started for his third position, he's down to 24th. Dylan Young in the 38 car to winner this season at the first Darlington event. Joshua Sakuli, there's Quentin Moore. JT Bryant, Joshua Collard inside of Phil Parker. That's for the 19th position. Charles Sanford ahead in the 18th spot, trying to get underneath Benjamin Miles in the 7. Johnny Gardner in 22. Pair of blue Chevrolets to the inside lane there. Miles and Sanford. And those two cars about 10 years apart. A 97 Monte Carlo and behind a 2007 Monte Carlo. And meantime, the battle inside the top 10 heating up here. Luis Hernandez now takes the 4th position there. Now the third goes Emmanuel Hartnett in 00. Where did he come from? Hartnett looking to keep his solid finishes going here in a 00 machine. That's the Buckshot Jones entry he's driving. Hernandez in 4th. 5th is Osborne. 6th is Baxter. 7th is Andrew Davis. 8th is Chelsea Bowles. Michael Turner 9th, and 10th is Matt McIntyre. But meantime, this is a battle for the win here. Kyle Matthews and Jessica Shelton. This is a battle that raged on at Dover. The last stop on the tour with Matthews ended up getting the win. Shelton, would love to have revenge on Matthews from that event. Down to 4 laps to go here. 3.5 now. Kev Shearer, he's out of turn number 2, so they will not catch him. Shelton dives to the inside lane. Matthews holds on. 3 laps to go in the event. Last time by, Matthews at 192.9. Shelton at 193.3 that last time by. Shelton with the faster car. We'll check the lap speeds again this time by as they come down for 2 laps to go. Matthews trying to hold off the challenge at 4 here. On board the back bumper of Matthews' car. It'll be the white flag next time by. Shelton trying to close up a little bit here. She's on the attack. Here she comes to the inside of Matthews now. Nothing doing. She dives inside of Matthews. No. Matthews says no. The white flag is out. 1 lap to go. Here we go in Charlotte. Here comes Shelton to the inside. Trying to keep on the attack. Matthews pulls away just a little bit, though. Does Shelton have anything in turn 3? Down the back stretch they go. 3rd turn now. Shelton closes up in a little bit here. She now pulls up the back bumper of Matthews, but nothing doing. Off number 4, Shelton takes a peek to the inside lane. No! Matthews wins at Charlotte. Kyle Matthews wins his 6th Mello Yello Series race of the season and 2nd in a row. And right now, they're going to be wondering what, and right now, Shelton's going to be wondering what am I going to have to do to beat Matthews here. Unbelievable. 2 races in a row, those 2 have battled out for the win. And both times, Kyle Matthews holds off the challenge of one of the best, Jessica Shelton, to win the event here at Charlotte. Nick Baxter comes home in 3rd spot. 4th place will go to Andrew Davis. 5th to Chelsea Bowles. 6th place will go to Matt McIntyre. A great day for him and a great day for Luis Hernandez, finishing in 7th position. 8th will go to Joshua Osborne. 9th to Charles Sanford. And 10th place to Emmanuel Hartnett. So a great race here at Charlotte. Average speed 193.033. And that lead growing for Kyle Matthews. Boy, what else can you say for him here? The one consolation though for Jessica, she does keep 2nd place in the points, so at least. But yeah, when you see the points at the end of this video, you'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway, 26 are in the books here in this event here. I'll make sure I had that exported. Yeah, 26 races are in the books here. Give you the rest of the finishing order. Jordan Anderson comes home in 11th position. 12th to Paul Minnick. 13th of JT Bryant. Michael Turner 14th. 15th will go to Quentin Moore. Dougie Shear 16th. Joshua Collard. Jonathan Zorlin. William Brock. And Matt Haas, the top 20. Then the rest of the finishing order. Johnny Gardner. Nick Gunther. Benjamin Miles. Andrew Perry. Jesse Turner. Dylan Young. John Arndt comes home in the 27th spot. Daniel Olson, Chris Stollerton made his way up to 29th after being last, and Phil Parker dropped way back to 30th after being in the top 10 for much of the race. Rest of the order here: Dunn LaPrade, Cole Deaver, Ryan George, Zachary Fitzwater, Chris Dodd, Trace Williams, Kev Shear, and Zach Flickinger was the last car finishing on the lead lap here. And Joshua Sakuli, for some kind of reason, had a problem. He was 4 laps down in last position. But Kyle Matthews wins here today in the CarQuest Auto Parts 300. Here is 6th win of the season and 1st on a super speedway, as a matter of fact here. He's won on 2 1-mile tracks and 3 times on the short track, including both the Richmond events here. And so the lead keeps growing here. Is 6th of the season. Jessica Shelton. You can't say she didn't try a valiant try, finishing in 2nd position here, and apparently it looked like she was on her way to a win until Matthews got her with about 6 laps to go in that event, 5 to go, somewhere around that range. But anyway, so we'll see what happens when we get to the dual races at Orange County Speedway in Rougemont, North Carolina. That's where I think it's the state the track's at. And that will be races number 27 and 28 on the season here. That's 2 races in one. Race number 1 for the 27th race of the season will be for the top 19 and the top 20 in the points. And the 28th race of the season will be for the bottom 19 in the points. That way, everybody will have equal starts on the season. So congratulations again to Kyle Matthews, winner today in the CarQuest 300. He'll be looking for his 3rd in a row when they go to Rougemont. Well, but everybody else will be trying to stop him in their heat race in this same heat races in. But anyway, for now, this is James Clausen, production of the NRSL, and we'll see you at Rougemont.